And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race number 5 of the Oreo Truck Series. I know it's been a little bit of time since I put out the last one at Bullet Super Speedway. Decided to take just a little bit of a vacation, tiny little break, because the Bullet Speedway races actually took a lot longer than normal races. So I thought I'd take a little bit of a vacation, and had a nice little vacation. It ended up that I ended up doing races for the Checkers or Wreckers series. Yes, I spent my vacation by not taking a vacation. So, anyway, it's going to be, the race today going to be taking place at Auto Club Speedway here in California. And Jacob Rodriguez picks up his first pole of the season, rookie taking the pole here today, and kind of interesting. Rookies seeming to step out a little bit here in the truck series, because our first 3 races that we had here, which took place at Daytona, Phoenix, and Las Vegas, they were all won by drivers who had been in Season 1 of the Oreo Truck Series. But then when we got to Bullet Super Speedway, it was a rookie in the form of Jesse Kaplan who took the checkered flag there and took the first win for a rookie this season. And now we've got Jacob Rodriguez on the pole here today, and he's a rookie, so obviously the rookies making their presence known in all 3 NNSCRA series, the Oreo Truck Series, the Mobile Cup Series, and the Snickers Cup Series. Let's give you a look at the starting order for today's race. It's Jacob Rodriguez alongside of Nick Eggleston. Matthew Rodriguez, he comes in second in the standings, and he's starting off third here today. He's having a good run in that 31 truck all season long, it seems like. Matt Nathan's going to start to the high side of him, along with Ray Wilson and Adam Chambers. Jake Rogers going to line up alongside of Jordan Hester, with Harold Columbia beside Patrick Murphy. Christian Jane's going to line up alongside of our points leader, Timmy Pacioli, and then it's going to be T.O. Bain beside of Angel D'Souza. John Worry, he'll line up alongside of last week's winner, Jesse Kaplan. And then it's Logan Wilson, he'll line up alongside of Robert Bann, our defending champion here in the Oreo Truck Series. Adrian Brace, he'll line up alongside of James Bald, Michael Harvey beside Jacob Lawler. Kristen Worry alongside of Arnold Columbia, and then it's Jake Cole beside Sean Galligan. Anthony McCurry lining up alongside of Evan Nugent. Diego Brace beside James McLeod. Then it's Tom Weekly alongside of Alex Lozano. Corey Williams will line up beside Brandon Gonzalez. John Dillon, who comes in third in the standings, he'll line up alongside of Kenny McCurry. Lisa Shears beside Ziggy Bain. Jared Crocious alongside of Jake Berg. And then it's Dougie Shears to the high side of Philip Stiller. Philip Stiller comes in fifth in the standings, and I believe I mentioned Jordan Hester. Okay, yeah, he's starting back here around the 10th position. Actually, I think he's starting in 8th, and Hester comes in 4th in the standings. So if you didn't get that, the top 5 coming into this race are Timmy Pacioli, Matthew Rodriguez, John Dillon, Jordan Hester, and Philip Stiller. I'll tell you one guy who I've been really impressed with, and I don't want to say anything early. I don't know if it'll happen, but Robert Bann. This guy, man, he had a very tough start to the season at Daytona, and then he suddenly has bounced back with good finishes. He already has a win here this season, and I'm really impressed right now with the 57 car. He is currently in the top 10 in points, and Robert Bann, he may be thinking about 2 championships in a row. We'll have to see if that's going to be the case. For the most part, from what I've seen in the other 2 series, it seems like the defending champions are not doing so well. Dougie Shears in the Snicker Cup Series, he moved over to the 83 after starting out the season in the 8, but still, he's not quite up there into the top 12 yet. I think he's currently down around the mid-20s in the standings there. And then also in the Mobile One Cup Series, defending champion Matthew Rodriguez, he's really had some tough luck down there in that series. He's, I believe, had maybe 3 DNFs at the most in only 4 races, so he really is having a hard time, and don't know if he has enough time now to be able to make it up into the top 12, into the chase. We'll have to see if he can do that, but he's doing a great job here in the Truck Series, second in the standings and starting third here today behind of Jacob Rodriguez, his younger brother. So it's the Rodriguez's down low. Up high in the first 2 rows is Nick Eggleston and Matt Nathan. It'll be 25 laps of racing here today at Auto Club Speedway. Green flag is out, and we're underway. Jacob Rodriguez got a good start there. Matthew Rodriguez didn't. Look at them. They're 4 wide, 5 wide. There's our points leader, Timmy Pacioli, back there in the middle of all that. Oh my goodness, they're leaning on each other. Patrick Murphy's up in the fence, and I think Timmy Pacioli got a piece of that. I do believe our points leader was caught up in it. No, he wasn't. Somehow he wasn't. He's still running. Battle between the Rodriguezes, though. Matthew Rodriguez down low. Jacob Rodriguez up high. Jake Rogers coming into the mix there as well with Harold Columbia. Oh my goodness, I can't believe Timmy Pacioli made it through there. He was right in the middle of that. And at the stripe, it's going to be, I think Jake Rogers is in the inside line is going to get it at the stripe. He is. Caution is out. Matt Nathan is involved. Adam Chambers has gotten a piece of it as well. Jordan Hester got involved as well. One car coming down pit road. That's Adam Chambers. Looks like he got the most damage out of all of that. There's our leader, Jake Rogers, but I can't believe it. I thought I saw Patrick Murphy and somebody else go up the racetrack, and I thought Timmy Pacioli was right in line to be caught up in that, and somehow our points leader made it through. Let's find out how he did it. Now watch the Monaco car, that blue car there, that 33. There's the contact. Oh, Patrick Murphy got into Jordan Hester, and look at Timmy Pacioli, just got underneath that. But Matt Nathan gets turned up into the wall. Chambers gets turned up into the wall along with Jordan Hester. Hester comes in fourth in the standings, and Chambers is doing pretty well in the standings too, so that's not good for him either. But wow, what a amazing miss by our points leader. Timmy Pacioli, a great miss for the 33 car. We're getting ready to go back under green. The only car out of the race is the car of Adam Chambers. The damage just too extensive to the Mopar Dodge, and he has retired from the race. Here's the top 20 as they'll get ready for the restart. Jake Rogers is up front. Matthew Rodriguez is second. Harold Columbia third. Jacob Rodriguez, the pole sitters, flip back to fourth. Ray Wilson is fifth. Nick Eggleston sixth. Christian Janes is seventh. Jesse Kaplan, last week's winner, he's up in eighth. Ninth is John Worry, and 10th is Timmy Pacioli. Adrian Brace runs 11th. 12th is Christian Worry. Jake Cole, is 13th. Tio Bain is 14th. Angel D'Souza 15th. 16th is Logan Wilson. In 17th position, is Diego Brace. 18th is Michael Harvey. 19th is Sean Galligan, and Tom Weekly runs in 20th. Tom Weekly actually spoke with NNSCRA officials, asked if he would be able to just race in this series alone in the 97 truck, and so we will not be seeing Tom Weekly up in the Mobile One Cup Series. That ride is going to actually be raffled off at some point here, and I'm not certain who's going to have that ride. And then also, Tom Weekly will be racing a few races in the 6 in the Snickers Cup Series, but Noah Cars will be sharing that ride with him for this season. Green flag is back out. They cross the stripe. It is Jake Rogers, the leader. Matthew Rodriguez in second, and they're splitting back there already again. Now, I forgot to mention that in that turn 1 area, there's a little bit of a wind, and so these cars are kind of sliding up the racetrack, and I think that's what maybe caused this first wreck of the day that took out only one car, and that is Adam Chambers. Oh, Timmy Pacioli almost making some contact back there with John Worry in the 62, and it's 3 wide for the lead. Jacob Rodriguez wants the top spot back. Look at them, 4 wide here. 3 and 4 wide here into turn 4. Oh, this is tight. I'd be very worried right now if I were anybody in the back. Now cross the stripe, lap 7 put on the board. We are still under green though. Look at Jesse Kaplan, the Home Depot Toyota down there on that inside line, number 23. He's coming. He'd love to go 2 in a row. They still keep it all straight. Good hard racing here, but still good clean racing. It's Matthew Rodriguez, then Christian Janes in a battle now for second with last week's winner at Bullet Super Speedway, Jesse Kaplan. John Worry and Jake Cole coming up that inside line as well, trying to make some moves. And now Kaplan's going to get forced into the middle line, coming on that inside line. That's the John Worry machine. He's getting help from Jake Cole. Look at them back here. Look at our points leader. There he is, Timmy Pacioli. He's in a whole gaggle of cars here. Ooh, Tom Weekly. Whoa, there goes Jesse Kaplan and John Worry in the wall. Caution will wave. 2 cars. Last week's winner, Jesse Kaplan and John Worry. And the caution is out. And that, folks, that looked like a simple case of one car just sliding up the racetrack and getting clipped by another. Nothing John Worry could do. And I think John Worry has taken his car down onto pit road, and I think maybe he's going to retire from this race. As Matthew Rodriguez is still out in front. Remember, he and Timmy Pacioli, they're in a fight here today to try and see who's going to leave as the points leader. Right now, Matthew Rodriguez is in first, and Timmy Pacioli crossed the stripe in sixth, so it's still awfully, awfully close. There you go. Actually, it was John Worry who slid up the racetrack and clipped the 23, so I thought it was the other way around, but right there, I think John Worry may have thought he was clear of the 23 and was going to come up in front of him, but he was not clear, and oh man, John Worry took a hard hit there. Jesse Kaplan, last week's winner, that's a tough break for him, and he was, I think, looking for two in a row here today, and then he ends up making a little bit more contact there, but look at everybody being able to make their way by. Anthony McCurry gets by. Look at John Dillon. Whoa! The 24 car. Guy who comes in third in the standings. He's actually a long way back there. So is Philip Stiller, who's fifth in the standings. So those guys, they got to get going if they're going to make their way up. There's Jordan Hester just making his way by. He's a long ways back as well. He's fourth in the standings. So if these guys don't get going, we may have some new top 5 standings people by the time we leave here today. We're getting ready to go back under green. We have 2 cars in the garage area. They are John Worry and Adam Chambers. Both have retired as a result of extensive damage after bringing out both the first and second caution flags of the day. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Here's the way they'll line up. Matthew Rodriguez leads. Jake Cole is second. Logan Wilson third. Jacob Rodriguez, our pole sitter, is still hanging there in the top 5 and fourth. And Christian James runs in fifth. Our points leader, Timmy Pacioli, he is 6th. Harold Columbia 7th. Sean Galligan, good run for him up there in 8th. 9th is Ray Wilson, and in 10th is Angel D'Souza. Michael Harvey runs 11th. 12th is Kristen Worry. Patrick Murphy runs 13th. 14th is Tom Weekly. 15th is Adrian Brace. Robert Bain is 16th. 17th is Jake Rogers. T.O. Bain is in 18th. 19th is Jacob Lawler, and Nick Eggleston runs in 20th. I'm looking here, and it looks like all of the drivers that have a win this season are doing pretty well. Michael Harvey won at Daytona, and he's doing pretty well. Tim Pacioli won at Phoenix, and he's doing pretty well. And then, Jesse Kaplan, who won last week, is not doing so well. But then the other driver, I'm trying to remember who it was. And it'll come to me. So the green flag comes out. I was just looking at him, and I was thinking, oh yeah, he won a race. Oh, Robert Bann, that's right, Robert Bann. Doing pretty well in that 57 car, but right now we're pretty much watching a battle for the points lead here as Jake Cole's going to get to the inside of Matthew Rodriguez and battle out for that spot. Timmy Pacioli comes in the points leader by only a few points over Matthew Rodriguez, and he's trying to come up and bypass Matthew Rodriguez to maintain his points lead, and look at him on that inside line charging. There he is, that 33. Wow, look at this, he's going to go for the lead. Tim Pacioli may be thinking about 2 wins in a row. My word, that was close. Literally scrubbing on the side of the 8 car of Logan Wilson. And now Harold Columbia is going to get to his inside. And these two have kind of broken away now. Logan Wilson on the inside, Jake Cole on the outside. Give the spot to Wilson. And Logan Wilson is out in front. Wilson, actually, if I remember correctly, the last time he went to victory lane in any series was back at Daytona last season in the Snickers Cup Series. It's been a long time since Logan Wilson has visited victory lane. Oh, they're getting awfully tight back here. Rookies almost getting together there. I saw Kristen Worry back there, and she almost turned Angel D'Souza. Here comes Harold Columbia on the inside line. He's got a pretty good run here. Could he get the lead here? Go for the inside? Looks like he's going to. At ride last season, piloted by Sean Galligan. And Galligan actually did a pretty good job in that 27 car last season. Near the end of the season, he started getting really good finishes, really consistent finishes, and Harold Columbia not doing such a bad job in that 27 truck this season at all. Well, here we were talking about former winners this season. Well, oh, did you see that? I was just about to talk about him, and he actually was sideways off of turn 4. Michael Harvey trying to go underneath points leader Timmy Pacioli. Harvey went to victory lane at Daytona this season, and he's trying to take away the 4th spot here. Meanwhile, Logan Wilson has taken the lead back from Harold Columbia. About Arnold Columbia back there in that 84 car. Columbia had quite a tough season last season, and then he ended up at the end of the season picking up some really good finishes. But he has yet to pick up a win in the Oreo Truck Series. They are 4 wide back there again. You know what? I would be very worried if I were this guy right here, Timmy Pacioli. I mean, this guy, he's been in the middle of 3-4 wide racing, been bounced off of others. Absolutely incredible how he's been able to manage to stay alive so far. And back here, I'm looking at these guys. '24 of John Dillon there. Remember I said he came in 3rd in the standings? Well, he's up into the 11th position. He's doing a pretty fairly good job in that 24 car, and I was talking about how he was at the back of the pack, had to get moving his way up, and he has done so. Don't know about Philip Stiller, though. Stiller comes into this race. Boy, these guys are tight off of turn 4 every lap. But Philip Stiller comes into this race 5th in the standings, so if he wants to continue to be 5th in the standings, he'll have to get moving. I don't see him in the top 20 at all. And Timmy Pacioli, our points leader, going to go to the inside of Logan Wilson, and Pacioli is back up to the front. How would it be for Timmy Pacioli to drive away, take his 2nd win of the season as the points leader? This would be incredible for Pacioli in that 33. And there goes Robert Bann, our defending champion in the Oreo Truck Series. He'll take over the top spot. There's Angel D'Souza back there in the 88. She's trying to get underneath, and looks like she's going to. Her 2nd season in that 88 truck. As a matter of fact, D'Souza, if my memory is serving me right, I do believe Angel D'Souza was in the chase for the Oreo Truck Series Championship last season in that 88 truck. So she's trying to get back and do that again. But she's going to lose the lead, it looks like, here to Logan Wilson as Wilson gets down to that inside line, and he's coming back up. Looking at the 15 car of Corey Williams coming up there on that inside line. Corey Williams ended up taking the win in the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Truck Series at Daytona, and that was his first win on any races that I've done, so maybe he's thinking about something. And also, Dougie Shears, how about this guy? Look at this. I never even was talking about the Napa Toyota number 99, and here he is all of a sudden coming up to the front, along with Jake Berg and James Bald. We haven't talked about them at all. You know, for some of these drivers, it must be nice to just have this hard racing, but racing that you know that you're actually racing and not, and if you wreck, you're not going to really end up flipping or anything. A lot of drivers end up having that happen. The caution's out as Angel D'Souza gets Timmy Pacioli at the line. The caution is waving for, it looks like, T.O. Bain. Hey, look at this. There's Matthew Rodriguez, all the way back in 34th. He was up at the front a while ago. And all of a sudden, the 31 car, the guy who came in 2nd in the standings, he's a long ways back. There's Sean Galligan and Christian James. We saw them up at the front a little while ago as well, along with Kristen Worry. They've slipped to the back all of a sudden. But I think that's the car that we're under the caution for. T.O. Bain, let's take a look. So it's back around the 23rd position in the mid-20s. There you see the 14 of Nick Eggleston. He'll slide up the racetrack, make some contact there with the James McLeod machine. Right there. That's going to send the 46 up the racetrack, and T.O. Bain is there. And, oh, wow, hard hit for the 46 car. 46 of James McLeod, we're getting the report, has gone back to the garage area already. And T.O. Bain got a piece of that as well. So that's the reason we're under the caution for the 3rd time today. Let's see if it's going to be a green-white checkered to finish this race off. Well, it will not be a green-white checkered. It will be a one-lap shootout to decide this race. Here's the way they will line up for the one-lap shootout. Angel D'Souza is out in front, trying to pick up her first win of Season 2. Timmy Pacioli looking for his 2nd win of Season 2, along with Robert Bann looking for his 2nd win of Season 2. They are 2nd and 3rd. Logan Wilson is 4th. Dougie Shears is up to 5th. Corey Williams runs 6th. 7th is Jake Berg. Kenny McCurry 8th. James Bald 9th. And John Dillon is in 10th. In 11th is Harold Columbia. How about Philip Stiller? He's moved his way back up into the 12th position. Good run right now for the guy who comes in 5th in the standings. Anthony McCurry runs in 13th, 14th Jacob Lawler, 15th Ziggy Bain, Jake Cole has slipped back to 16th, 17th is Michael Harvey. In 18th position right now is Arnold Columbia, Ray Wilson is in 19th, and 20th is Lisa Shears. 21st is Evan Nugent, Jared Crocious is 22nd, 23rd is Brandon Gonzalez, 24th is Tom Weekly, 25th is Nick Eggleston. Jacob Rodriguez runs in 26th, 27th is Adrian Brace, 28th is Jake Rogers, 29th Patrick Murphy, 30th is Christian Janes, Sean Galligan 31st, 32nd Alex Lozano, Diego Brace 33rd, 34th Matthew Rodriguez, 35th is Kristen Worry, and then it's Matt Nathan, Jordan Hester, Teo Bain, and Jesse Kaplan, the rest of the field. 3 cars out of this race, they are James McLeod, John Worry, and Adam Chambers. 1 lap shootout. Who's going to go to victory lane? Green flag is out. Angel D'Souza got a good restart, but so did Timmy Pacioli. Could Pacioli pick up his second win of the season as a points leader in the Oreo Truck Series? But could Angel D'Souza hold him off and pick up her first win of the season? Dougie Shears all of a sudden starting to come into the picture there as well, and here comes Pacioli to the inside. Pacioli the inside, but Dougie Shears is going to make it 3 wide. It's Dougie Shears, Tim Pacioli, Angel D'Souza. They'll battle it for the win, I believe. Jake Berg suddenly coming into the picture here as well. Will Berg make a move? It's Pacioli and Dougie Shears to battle it down to the stripe. Shears, Pacioli, but Pacioli up high. I think he's got the momentum, and our points leader goes to victory lane for the second time in the season 2. Wow. Timmy Pacioli, there's no stopping this guy this season. He has come in and he has dominated. He comes in the points leader and also picks up his second win of the season as the Oreo Truck Series points leader. Finishing second was Dougie Shears. Third position, I believe, went to Jake Berg. No, went to Angel D'Souza. How about Corey Williams finishing 4th, and 5th was Logan Wilson. Let's take a look at the finishing order as Timmy Pacioli goes to victory lane for the second time this season, and I believe it is the 3rd time in his Oreo Truck Series career. Pacioli wins, Dougie Shears in 2nd, Angel D'Souza 3rd, Corey Williams a great run in 4th, and Logan Wilson in 5th, Jake Berg 6th, John Dillon, good top 10 finish in 7th, Harold Columbia 8th, 9th was Philip Stillery, Anthony McCurry was 10th, Robert Ban 11th, Jacob Lawler 12th, Kenny McCurry 13th, James Ball 14th, and Michael Harvey in 15th position. You could take a look, see where you finished. Only 3 cars out of this race. They were James McLeod, John Worry, and Adam Chambers. Congratulations to Timmy Pacioli. He goes to victory lane for the second time this season, and that's going to really help him in the points a lot. As he came in the points leader, he'll undoubtedly leave the points leader. And we hope you'll tune in next time when the Mobile Cup cars and the Snickers Cup cars come here to California. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, now merged with the NCG MRS.